I grew up in a sport-loving family. Not only did most of my family members love to watch sports, but they would take part in it as well. I never really fit in that frame. I couldn't care less about if the Olympics were on TV or not, and I only played football for a year, at the age of 7, during which I scored exactly 1 goal. My body wasn't exactly my temple. You could say I was more of a creative type. It's only lately that I've come to realize that sport is a very important thing for us to be doing. So when I came from Holland to the University of Lincoln, I decided it was a fresh start and I had to start doing some exercise. I signed up for the gym, and secretly I hoped to see some impressive results real quick. I was wrong. Apparently it takes more than a few bench presses a week. During the shooting of one of my projects, I met Jonathan. Jonathan is a so-called bodybuilder. I was impressed by his physique, but what I found even more interesting was the effort and dedication that seemed to go with it. Dedication for a sport I have never had. I was intrigued. Jonathan made clear that it wasn't just a hobby, but his way of life. Here is what he has to say.
My name is Jonathan Salm. I was born in the Netherlands and I'm a student at Lincoln University studying creative advertising. My hobbies are obviously bodybuilding, playing guitar, listening to music. I played soccer, football, and I got injured in my back and was pretty upset about it because I like sport. Sport is everything. It's my hobby. Keeps me cooled down. Keeps me avoiding stress, stuff like that. So I had to find something else that could fill in the need that I had to fill in. So I started to lift weights 2 times a week. Didn't really know much about it. At first I didn't really like it. I thought it was for the tough guys. But yet I felt the urge to do something in sports, so I kept going with fitness. As I kept going, people said to me that they saw a difference in my body, in my structure of my body, and how I gained fairly quick muscle tissue. And I'm like, oh, serious? Oh, I'm only doing this for like 6 months now, and people already notice difference in my body. From that point, I thought, maybe this is something I can work with to keep myself busy. So I started to go 3 times to the gym. I just did what I thought was good for me, and that was 3 times in a week, doing every body part I thought there was in my body. Chest, arms. Didn't know anything about legs back then. Yeah, the arms were very important, obviously. And then, a few months later, I went Googling and researching about nutrition, food, stuff like that. That's when I discovered the real bodybuilding. And then you see all the big guys and all the heroes and the Mr. Olympias, Arnold Classics, all the events that are built around the particular sport of bodybuilding. And I thought that was cool to do, and from that point, I'm ever since doing it, building my body. I always saw that my father was always very busy in sports as well, and still doing it. He's let's say he's 65 years old, and he's still going to the golf course every single day, hitting the balls, swinging the balls. And before that, he played football as well. Also, my mother was when she was younger very good in gymnastics. She played, I don't know, somewhere in the Dutch gymnastic teams. But yeah, I think it's in the blood. Yeah, I'll keep motivating myself. Never satisfied. Always look for improvements. I think that's the main motivation and role model thing. Life of a bodybuilder is lame. I stand up at a particular time, make my breakfast, 5 eggs, few egg whites, oatmeal, banana, couple of vitamin pills. Beforehand, the night before, I pre-cooked all my meals that I have to take with me to uni. That are like 3 meals, 6 meals a day. Yep. 20 minutes. Supplements are not a big part, but it's a part of the lifestyle that I live.
Oh, doesn't look like a big part.
No, not at all. It's whey protein. Protein, as I said before, is the building block of the muscle. So that's why when you wanna build muscle, you always have to do a high protein diet. So it's not possible to get all your protein from food sources. So that's why this comes in handy. This is creatine. Boosts your natural glycogen in the muscle. Prevents soreness. Glycogen gives you the extra rep. Basic micronutrients, vitamins, D3. D3 comes out of the sun. As you know, we don't have a lot of sun here in the UK, so that's why. L-glutamine and L-carnitine is basically for the energy levels in your body. Jacked or Jack 3D. This is a supplement that I take 30 minutes before a workout. This allows me to have a better focus. Makes me feel stronger because of the focus. Cod liver oil, or fish oil, omega-3. ZMA is a supplement I take 30 minutes before I go to bed. This allows me to heal quicker. L-glutamine, same as this one, only then in powder form. Mix it up with your shake if necessary before workout. And this is a creatine, just as this, only the brand is different. So yeah, that's my basic supplement store.
So part of having your muscles grow is not only the exercise, but also the right nutrition. No wonder I don't seem to be growing stronger. My diet consists of fat pants breakfast, belly bursters, midnight pizzas, and this 21st century delicacy, the microwavable Thai dish, which I like to wash away with a pint. There is also not a real pattern to my eating habits. Whenever I'm hungry or pass a hot dog stand, I will eat.
I go get on my bicycle, get to the grocery store, get my food and food supply, normally about for 2 days. Chicken, sweet potato, rice, vegetables, bananas, stuff like that. Yeah, I go to uni, I do the stuff that I have to do there. Obviously, yeah, there's a big gap between bodybuilding and the life of a student. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to combine it because when you're in lecture, oh, it's 2 o'clock, I have to eat, but they don't allow me to eat, so you have to find a way like to do that. I separate my workouts between days. Monday is chest day. You combine that with your triceps because you work your chest and indirectly you work your triceps. So it's a common thing that you work your muscles that you use already. Second day, Tuesday, is back and bicep. Yeah, you work your biceps. Then you have like the other rest of the days. For example, leg day, you train your legs. If you did it right, the next 2 days you can't walk properly. Then you know you trained your legs right. As you see, it doesn't take much weight to damage a muscle.
Damaged muscle.
Yeah, basically. In the gym, you damage your muscle. You go home, get a meal, and go to bed. And that's where the muscle repairs itself. Basically, this is the muscle. What you do with an exercise is, which each and every rep is, you stretch and you break down the muscle. And as you see, that turns out to be you're creating gaps, and those gaps is basically scars. So what the muscle does is, when you're sleeping, the muscle repairs itself and fills those gaps up with new muscle tissue, and that's what the muscle makes it to grow. Like when you're going into a heavy squat, it's preventing a muscle tear, because that's not what you want. Stretch up the muscles. Yeah, a lot of things that I have to leave for what it is. For example, junk food. If you're really working your way to a competition, it's impossible to even think about junk food, because if the junk food is in your head, you start to crave, and cravings is the death of desire in bodybuilding. If you think about chocolate, if you think about McDonald's, there's a big high potential that you go to McDonald's to get your cravings. Alcohol is not a good thing to have an extra in it. It's a hard thing to absorb, and the simple fact of alcohol is your body, when you're eating all those foods, your body is so hard working on processing that food and the nutrition. So it's really like I don't know, a man with a hammer. It blocks your ways to your goals. So that's a thing that I can't drink. That's why I don't go out as much as most people do.
So I'm going now it's 6 days from my trip to New York. So I had to figure out what to do with my nutrition, training. So I posted something on Facebook if anyone had tips for a good gym. I got a fun response of Barry de May. He's a Dutch bodybuilder from the golden era. Stood against a lot of top guys. And he gave me some tips, which gyms to take. That's the deal for New York. Powerhouse in Brooklyn.
So we're here now, first breakfast in New York. Let's see if I can get some protein in. I have a bodybuilding meal. Look.
I think you're going to be, when you go to that gym,
Found ourselves a gym. Boom!
No sweat. No sweat. Calm.
One, two, three, go on. 4, 5, 7, come on. 5, all the way down.
Yeah, I hope that I can continue this lifestyle forever. I really like it, and I enjoy doing it. So yeah, I hope that I can do this as long as possible.
I don't think I'll ever get ripped. Maybe it's not for me. I enjoy my hamburgers way too much. But Jonathan did open my eyes that working hard for your results will make you feel great, and that sports might give you that extra drive you might need in your everyday life.
We're not here for someone else, to let someone else see how strong we are. We're here for ourselves, to prove to yourself what you can do, where your max is, and not to someone else. Don't train with your ego, train with your mind, your brain.